bigger. Yeah, so this is the robot and this is the wheel. See, the wheel is looking a little different, right? The wheel has a wheel inside it.
There is wheels on the wheels.
Yeah, so what is the advantage, what is the beauty of this kind of car? Welcome everybody on the first day of robotics. Hope you all are excited. And the project I have made, there is something like this obstacle avoidance robot. I can show you. Hello, this is the obstacle avoidance robot. You can, if I'm powering up it, and then it will try to look around what's going on. You'll see.
I think it's a car or something.
He's looking at, he's going straight, and then there is obstacles. He's looking left and right and trying to find out where to go. How you open your door when you enter into your house? You open the key, right? Or somebody might have a smart access card and that smart lock where you can tap the door and then the door will open. But you know how I open my door? I send an SMS, open the door. And the robot inside my home, they know from which mobile, if it comes, I should open the door, and the door automatically gets open. So there is no chance of my key getting lost or anything. Just that I should not lose my phone and the SIM card. Otherwise, I'll be screwed up. Okay, activities. But you should know what is your final goal. This you should know the bigger picture. Like when you are on flight, you can see everything clear. But once you land on the airport or once you reach your home, you can only see the home and surrounding place, not the whole city. So you should have a something in your mind that you should see what is the bigger picture. Whenever suppose you're working on screwdriver and nut, but still you should know the bigger picture. Finally, I'm going towards making a robot, and this is a part of it. And when you are into that part of it, you should know what is around you. The whole robot is waiting for you. So that's intuition. Learn to visualize. So what is intuition? Something happens. Somebody from a station standing and see that guy moving in a speed of light. What he will feel like? Nothing happened in reality. He just closed his eye and he has the intuition. So it's very important. And by that he made that theory of relativity and so many other awesome things. So it's very important to imagine, understand, make a imaginary model in your brain, make a whole world in your brain, so that what I'm telling is just a block in your whole setup. It will just fit in the right place, but you have a bigger picture in your mind. Okay, so same question, but if I change the answers like this, can you tell me what's the answer now? A, B, C, D. Yes, but now see, you haven't done any mathematics. You haven't done 2 plus 2 equal to 4. You haven't counted it by hand. But this is called intuition. You're told by intuition because you have a logic in your mind. You know how it looks like. The other numbers can never come close to this big number. This output have to be a very big number and other numbers are countable. So definitely A is the answer. So that's called intuition. And that's what you have to grow. And by the way, here also one intuition works. Can you do 4 into 2? 4 into 2 is 8, right? So whatever is the number, it have to end with 8. It have to end with 8. So it's still A, but I'm telling, if I don't show you this answer, this thing, you could have still say 4 plus 2 is. So let's define our end goal. You can make your own game. Don't play a game that made by others. You make your own game, and it's not stops there. You create your own joystick and play with that joystick. Why to play with keyboard buttons? Play with your joystick, your game. Isn't it cool? Given a chance that you are going to make only one project, which of these 4 projects you are going to pick up? Or if you have a 5th choice, you can tell me.
What 4 projects?
Given this obstacle avoidance, weather station, line following robot, and a game that makes line following robot. Okay. Huh? Rudra also line following robot?
Yes.
Okay. And then Joe?
Yes, sir.
What do you want? What do you want to make?
I wanna create my own game.
Okay.
And I wanna create my own game.
You want to create your own game? Okay. Yeah.
And I want to create a robot.
You're working for. That's your final goal. And for making that, you have to finish the missing puzzle. You have to fit the missing puzzle. Something is missing, something you already know. I know many of you already know how to glow an LED, how the current and voltage works, but you don't know what voltage really is. We'll be discussing. So anything, don't worry. But whatever you don't know, those missing puzzles you have to fit. You have to fit, and then you have to make your dream complete. I work. So now I'm taking an example of that same obstacle avoidance robot and asking you, can you tell me if you I am walking. What do you think could be the next step for me?
I am walking. I am walking.
Okay.
I am stopped
Yeah, why you stopped? I'm asking you.
because there was a big rock.
Okay, that's good. You stopped. And now, Ritvik, your turn. So he told, I see a wall in front of me. Very good job, Josh. So Ritvik, can you tell me, you saw a wall in front of you. Now what's the next step? Being a human. Huh?
I turned around to see the path.
You turn around to see the path. I stop and start looking left and right. Now, so whatever we learned so far, so we understood, right? There is an input, all the sensory organs, sensors are input, and there is an output. And what is that blank space in the middle? Ritvik, don't tell, you know, because you attended the other class. Other than Ritvik, anybody want to tell me what is sitting in the middle of input and output? And from that you make dosa, idli, uttapam, and then from that you make a thali. Thali is made of dosa, idli, uttapam, and that's what the layer based thing in your kitchen. So if I am able to give you the idea of what is layer based, now let me tell you how robot is made of. So robot is first made of sand, metals, and this funny looking things. On the top of this, you get all this thing. So all this thing is the elementary of a robotics. And from this layer, out of using this layer, you can make all this microcontroller. To cover in the next class, we will be having storytelling in the next class. Or the other way, I will be telling you a problem and you have to come up with the sensor that you will be using to solve the problem. So that's the next class going to be. And then what next? Slowly we will be understanding what when we will glow an LED light, and then you'll understand how the LED light glows. What is the electricity? What is electricity? How it is very important to know, and how the whole electricity, whole energy flows through our robot. We need to understand the theory, and then we need to understand what is voltage, current, resistance is very important. What is the practical class now? This practical class we will be really taking the debugging tool called multimeter, and we will be measuring whatever we learned in previous classes, like what is current, voltage, and resistance we learned, and we'll be applying that in this class. We'll be really measuring by hand. You will come to my Olympia Opaline and you'll be playing with this Joss beloved. Joss loved these LEDs, right? So all this thing will be there, and then you'll be playing with that. You'll be find out what is volt, resistance, and how to measure it. And then we'll be understanding the basic of circuits. What is parallel, what is serial, all this thing you need to know. And then we have to understand a little bit about working principle of sensors, that eye looking thing, what it really does, what is the physics under that. And then we have to understand what is signal, what is called analog signal, what is called digital signal, that will come up. And then we have to understand AC versus DC. And then, do we really need a brain? We are talking about brain. There will be some works are so easy that we don't want to trouble our brain. Like say reflex, right? So what happens whenever you touch very hot surface, suddenly your hand will come out like that. You don't get a chance to think. If you try to think and process and tell, oh, you move your hand now, in the meantime you got a blister in your hand. So those kind of things cannot wait. That cannot wait for your brain to decide that I have to move your hand from the hot surface. Without using any brain at all, we can make a line following robot. It's correct. Without using any brain, we can make a line following robot, and many other things. Then we will understand how to use the online simulator without really physically playing with the electronics item. Can anybody explain me? Not simple. Anybody can explain this code? Come on. Oh, no. Okay, you're right. We're not going to deal with that, okay? We're not going to deal with that. We're going to deal with block coding only. Fine. Don't worry, don't worry.
I
Even
know this. I know it. Really. I know this.
I cannot wait for 1 second. I cannot wait for 1 second or 5 seconds. I have to. Okay, yeah, you're making a game. Making a game looks like? You just drag and drop few things, and then the Toby. Many of you know this famous character called Toby. Who don't know, we will get to know. This is the first love. Yeah, this is the first love. Yeah, it's robots, not in computer anymore. I showed you, right? I have this robot. Yeah, this is Quarky, and what is this? You know, this is called microbit. It's from BBC. BBC. Ah, so we will do all these smiling faces on Quarky. Yeah, yeah, we will make all these smiling faces in Quarky. So you see my Quarky now? This is my Quarky. Are you real or not? Then I can ask, right? So I have to reach to the ghost, and for that you need the ghost detector. Okay, fine. And then okay, okay, and then we will also work with Arduino, and that will be coming little later. And Arduino is little more. It will be a fun thing, and it will be more learning than fun. And Arduino is the last final destiny. You really have to understand Arduino to go to the advanced level. Okay, so the Arduino we have to understand. We have to do all this wiring, because you see this thing already wired up. You don't have to do anything. You just programming and it will work. But you have to do something by your hand, right? So this is something like that. And those line following robot without brain and all this thing is there. And then we will completely build something up from scratch, like you already saw. We can make a weather station, and that's all for today. And then finally I was telling this Olympiad, right? So the Olympiad looks like this. You will bring your final outcome, that obstacle avoidance robot or any robot, that the competitor will tell, the judges will tell you that you have to make a robot that should do these things, that bigger. Yeah, so this is the robot, and this is the wheel. See, the wheel is looking a little different, right? The wheel has a wheel inside it.
There's wheels on the wheels.
Yeah, so what is the advantage? You know, what is the beauty of this kind of car? This car can go anywhere, any direction. It can go any direction. It's called, yes, and then it's not like, yeah. I will share one link after this meeting in that same WhatsApp group. Just click on that link, and I have a YouTube video on this. You can see what it really does. It can go straight, left, right, but everybody can do. But it can go like this and like this. Yeah, yeah.